Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game. Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Again. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Prep goal 80.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Go! 60 Bison, 60.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence now going to move them around. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
11. 30 left. Go. 13, move. 11, again.
Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st down. A gain of 15.
The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Gun, this is it. Take right open. Gun. 11. Think right. Go. Here we go.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quez Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
11. Hey, I'm going. 11. Think right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
He'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
13 Luke. Let's go. 11 Agate.
Now Lawrence. And he is caught. There's some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. And Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They go play action here on first down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw to Smith. They need two. Here's third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Think right. 11.
Lawrence. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
The Jaguars first down. A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
In motion, the tight end.
Check. Hurt. Riggs. Hey, smash. Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange from 19 yards away. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
21. Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They find some open field here. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 4. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
13-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Lawrence. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Go, let's go. Think right. Hey, I'm gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
13, Lou.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Jaguars, first down.
Think right.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11. Hey, kill. Go. Think right, open.
Now Lawrence. A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Steelers, first down.
Now back to throw. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, Rod, 13, 11, Run, this is hot.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A loss of 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Steelers 9.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ready! Cougar 19! Take off!
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.